Very excellent to be here. You guys, all right, have reached Jeff Indyke. This is the Jeff Indyke Drum Education Show, season number 5, coming at you. And we are actually right on the 4th. Genius of Stroke, Dan Britfile, number 4. And I'm really, really honored, all right, to have the opportunity and, of course, Dan's permission to use these miraculous ideas. First off, all right, before I proceed with the playing of the day, if you guys have questions about show schedules, my number is area code 516-263-9782. I am really excited to write about this season's show schedule. I got my old times back, and for those of you who know and have been watching my shows over the years, you'll know it's actually an hour earlier. The times are always changing. I'm so grateful to write for the Public Access people for having me as their prestigious guest. It's always an honor. I feel I'm amongst the right wonderful people. Some really, really great stuff up on Public Access. You know, and the cool part about it, right, is it's all right, open to the general public, you know, so people can express themselves in wonderful ways, you know, from every kind of thing. It's just so cool. But anyway, you guys can contact me at 516-263-9782. You guys can email me at thedrumprofessor@gmail.com. You can see my wonderful work up at drumradio.com called Bonham's Up. If you go up to youtube.com, youtube.com, type in my name, and you guys can find all kinds of past seasons. That's really, really hip. Another thing, too, which I failed to mention, I think right on last week's show, is that out of Manhattan, the Manhattan Neighborhood Network, and BCAT, the Brooklyn Neighborhood Network, which I now am officially running my shows on, those shows are available on the internet. And if you guys call me, I can tell you how you can see other shows, other times, on the internet. You can be right at the beach and watch me play the drums, which be kind of an interesting thought. I don't know how the people around you would react to that, but cool, very cool. People like drummers. I like drummers. I like tap dancers. I like drummers. I like tap dancers. I like everybody. But anyway, let me go to work. Time to go to school. Now, on last week's show, we ran out of time, and I was basically on Dan's on the ninth idea, but it was basically built off of Dan's 19th track. By the way, this Genius of Stroke study is basically built off of a thing that Dan put together called the 60-second interpretation. It was a collection of these short little clips that Danny did. The genius about them, is this: when Danny did them, they were basically literally 60 seconds. So what I had the wonderful opportunity and honor to do is take these 60-second grooves and work them into sub-reactions, which I actually did last season as well. A lot of people dug this stuff because it's very rudimental, and I feel that as a result of doing dance material, my technique is improving, if that's possible. And that's real cool because I think my technique needed a little bit of a tune-up anyway. Now, last week I talked about the Spin Doctors song. Aaron, the drummer, did this wonderful little, and I really didn't get to the I never got to the E and 3. And 1 and 2, it's actually also 2, and 1 and 2, so I really didn't get to that. So I wanted to actually give you that last part. And 1 is a right, left, right. So we're playing a 5. And 1 and 2 and there's another 5, just in case you didn't catch last week's show. And 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4 and and there you have the both bill. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. Now, last week, I spent most of the time fragmenting, the first 2 beats. What I want to do, for today's conclusion, upon this idea is take the second part, and talk a little bit about it. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to create a pretty